So as I'm recording this probably happened about 2 hours ago, and it's so fucking bullshit, man. Like, I honestly can't believe this happened. I'm a fucking retard for letting this happen. And to be honest, there was so many signs that this was just a complete scam. So yeah, I'm gonna get into the story. So basically, what happened was, um, this guy and he messaged me like a few days ago, and he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey," and he was like, "Do you want to trade?" And I was like, "Uh, well, who are you?" And he was like, "Well, you don't know me, but I see you've got a knife there. I've got a few knives that we could trade." So I look in this kid's inventory, and he's got some pretty nice items. Like he's got AK-47 Strat Track Vulcan. He's got a flip knife Doppler. He's got a few other knives, but the main knife that I'm looking at is the flip knife Doppler. And so I have a butterfly knife blue steel. It's well worn, so it was only worth about I say about $85, $80. I don't know. It wasn't worth as much as this guy's flip knife Doppler. So I'm like, okay, so if this trade actually goes through, I could be making some pretty good profit. So at the moment of him asking me that, I'd only just recently bought the knife, so I still had to wait out the 7 days before I could trade it because that's the Steam policy. Um, so 7 days go by. It's several days. So a few days after, and he messages me again, and he's like, "Hey, are you there?" And I don't reply because I'm kind of skeptical about this. I'm like, I've been scammed before, and it was only for about $10. But I'm like, this seems kind of sketchy. Like, I don't know why anyone would message me. Like, why me? How did he find me? And why would he want my knife for a knife that's, you know, he would be losing a lot of money on? So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to reply. And so then he messages me today. He messaged me about 3 hours ago, and he's like, "Hey, do you still want to trade?" And I'm like, "Hey, sorry, man. I already listed the knife up on the market. I'm selling it because I just don't really want it anymore, and I just want to buy a game." He's like, "What game do you want to buy?" And I was like, The Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead season 3 came out, so I was looking to buy that and maybe buy another game as well. So he was like, "Oh, cool." And he's like, "But I've been waiting for you all this time, so you kind of let me down." And I was like, "Well, I mean, it isn't really selling, so I might as well just take it down." So I took it down, and I was like, "Okay, bro, I took it down. We could trade now if you want." And he's like, "Oh, great." I was like, "But I sold another skin because he wanted an AK skin that I had, but I already sold that." So I was like, "So we can only do the knife trade because I've already sold my AK skin." So because he was gonna give me the another AK skin as well for my AK skin. So he's like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." So basically, he's like, "I need to get this guy, this guy to just check if everything's okay." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, and he gave me the link to this guy's account. And he was like, "Add him, and if he adds you first, just tell him what's going on. Tell him that we're trying to trade and what items we want to trade." So I add him. I request to add him, and he adds me back, and he's like, "Hello," and I was hi, and he's like, "What can I do for you?" And his name was like Steam Trader or something like that. Like, I don't know. His account looked pretty legit. Like, it wasn't private or anything. And neither was this other guy's account. Like neither of these accounts were private. So I thought, like, usually when people try to scam me, their accounts will be private or something like that. But it wasn't private. So I was like, okay. So then we go through this whole conversation, and he's like, "So what are you trying to trade with this guy?" And I'm like, "So I'm trying to trade this my butterfly knife, and he's trying to trade this flip knife Doppler." And he's like, "Okay, so in order for this to take place, I'm gonna need you both to send me the knives in this trade link." And at this point, I'm just like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, why can't he just check my inventory, like, to see if we've actually got the knives? Because this whole conversation went on for about 45 minutes of him just telling me, like, we need you to we need you to send me the knife so that freaking I don't even know, so that he can see if it's legit and not like a scam or something. So I'm like, "Well, why can't you just check my inventory?" And it's just like, "Just do it. You're wasting my time. I have other customers to attend to." And I was like, well, instead of having to send you the knife, why can't I send you like a smaller skin? And he was like, any skin will do. We just need to check if you're legit. So then I messaged the guy that's trying to trade with me, because this was a different guy. So I messaged him and I'm like, hey bro, I've come up with an idea because I'm kind of skeptical about this whole thing. How about we both put up two not that expensive skins, just so this guy can see that we're both legit? And he's like, but I've already put. So this guy said, he's like, I've already put up the knife though, and I was like, yeah, but I haven't got it, so you can cancel it. I was completely confused. I've never really traded before, so I'm kind of like new to the whole thing. The other time I got scammed was on like a betting website. So, but that could be another story if you guys want it to be. But anyway, so this guy's like, I've already put it up, and I was like, well, you can cancel it. Like, you haven't actually given me the knife or anything, have you? So then these guys, like, they're just going at it all out. They're giving me like all the proof that I kind of need to know that this isn't fake. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, how can this possibly be fake? Because the guy, he then shows me, he's like, bro, I've done what you have to do, and I still have the knife in my inventory. And I was like, oh shit, okay, well, if he's still got it in his inventory, then it can't be fake. So, I mean, to be honest, I don't even know if that is if that's even a freaking, I don't know, man. I'm really done with this stuff, so I'm kind of confused still. But so I'm like, okay, this can't be fake. So I send the trade link, and then I'm like, okay, I still have to do like a authentication on my phone. And the guy was like, okay, we'll do it. So I do it, and then, well, I'm like, okay, I send the knife, and then, well, what any other scammers would do. They just both went offline, and that's it. I haven't heard from them since, and I was literally, at this moment in time, I was in an Xbox party with some of my friends, and they were just like, bro, this is fake. And I'm like, this isn't fake though, because they showed me all the evidence that I needed to know. But I guess I'm just a fucking retard, because I watched a video later, and it's like how to tell if you're getting scammed, and it was like one of the things to see if you're getting scammed, and it was, I could have so easily, if I just searched up, how to know if you're getting scammed before I actually went through with this. Like, I fucking hate myself, and I called my mom, and I was like, I just got scammed, and she was like, how much? And I was like, oh my fuck, so like freaking, like $80, and she was like, okay, well this isn't bad, but we're having words when you get home, because it's only $80 compared to other people. She said apparently she knew someone that got scammed $100,000, so like rip them, fuck me, but. Still, like, I saved up for this knife for months. Like, I'm not fucking rich at all. Like, I'm kind of a CSGO noob still. But I saved up for this knife, and now it's just gone. And I can't buy my new Walking Dead because I have no Steam money. And quite frankly, I'm not ever going to play CSGO again or have any interactions whatsoever with anyone. And if they try to do something like this, like, fuck them. They're getting... I'm just not going to go through with it. But yeah, that was basically my story of how I got scammed. I'm really fucking annoyed. Yeah, leave some suggestions down below of what you thought of this video. And if you want to see more types of stories, because I have like a lot more of some shitty stories that have happened to me in the past that aren't so recent. This literally happened like a couple hours ago, so I honestly just fucking hate myself. But yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, peace.